Imagine for a minute they are at home watching television and a commercial comes on. It's the typical commercial showing emaciated children living in horrible living conditions. They're asking you to donate money. They're asking you to sponsor a child. Now, how many of you see the beginning of that commercial and just turn the channel? I'm guilty of it, and I'm sure there's a couple people out there who've done it too. Now, maybe you don't have the money to give. We're college students. We don't have a lot. Or maybe you're one of those people, like me, who questions the authenticity of the organization. How do we know where the money really goes? Well, I know that I feel guilty after switching the channel, and I'm sure most of you might feel guilty too. And I kind of wish there was another option out there. I've researched online and found multiple websites that point to a solution, but one in particular is one that I really believe in. Not only is it backed by celebrities and world organizations such as the United Nations, but it has also been subject of many newscasts such as on NBC, CNN, and CNBC. The website gives people an option that costs nothing. It takes little time and is working furiously to end world hunger. The option I have found is called freerice.com, and I'm now going to explain why it's so important to use the website. According to the United Nations website, a child dies every 6 seconds from hunger. In the world, over 1 billion people are undernourished. That means 1 in 6 people aren't getting enough food to sustain their health. Hunger and undernourishment are not just empty stomachs. They include underlying health problems that stem from not getting the nutrients they need from their food. Growth stunting, dental problems, nutrients deficiency, they're all of the many problems caused by undernourishment and malnutrition, and there's a list that goes on. Hunger is not just a personal problem anymore, but it's an economic problem as well. According to the United Nations, economists estimate that every child whose physical and mental development is stunted by hunger and malnutrition stands to lose 5 to 10% of their lifetime earning wages. With this information about hunger, let me tell you how Free Rice is fighting the growing problem of hunger in our world. According to their website, Free Rice was founded in 2007 by a man named John Breen. In 2009, he donated the site to the UN Food Program. The website makes no money from the service they provide. All the money raised by the site goes directly to the UN World Food Program to help feed the hungry. The program works like this. When you go onto the website, you begin answering different multiple choice questions based off of a variety of different subjects that you yourself choose. For every question you answer correctly, you will earn 10 grains of rice that will be donated to a hungry person in the world. The more questions you answer correctly, the more rice you will be earning to be donated to the UN World Food Program to give to hungry people. Sponsors are displayed on the bottom of the Free Rice webpage, and they are the ones who pay for the rice that you are donating to people around the world. This helps keep the website free for anyone in the world to use. There isn't a set number of questions you may answer each day, so people sometimes set goals for themselves to see how many grains they can get every time they are on the site. The UN estimates it takes 40 grams of rice to sustain a person per day. There are about 48 grains of rice per gram, which equates to 19,200 grains of rice per person per day. Now that you know how Free Rice works, I'd like to tell you the effect they are making on helping to end the world food shortage and hunger around the world. According to freerice.com, since they started on October 7th, 2007, they have raised over 70 billion grains of rice to be donated to the UN World Food Program. Here are some examples found on their website of where rice has been donated. In Bangladesh, they fed 27,000 refugees from Myanmar for 2 weeks. In Cambodia, they provided take-home rations of 4 kilograms of rice for 2 months to 13,500 pregnant and nursing women. In Uganda, they fed 66,000 school children for a week. In Nepal, they fed over 108,000 Bhutanese refugees for 3 days. In Bhutan, they fed 41,000 children for 8 days. And in Myanmar, they fed 750,000 cyclone victims for 3 days. Now imagine that everyone in this class played freerice.com for 1 day. Just 1 day. We all stayed on until we reached 10,000 grains of rice. That means, as a class, we would have earned 220,000 grains of rice. Anybody care to guess how many people we'd be able to feed that day? Okay, well, we would feed 11 people that day. 11. Now, if everyone in our school played freerice.com for just 1 day, imagine how much rice we could earn, how many people we could feed that day. Free rice is a simple method to help end the world food crisis. It doesn't discriminate against those who are broke and can't give money. All it takes is a computer, and I'm sure you can already imagine the impact it can make on the world hunger crisis. Now that I've explained the world hunger crisis and freerice.com, I will go over everything once more so you can remember how important this issue really is. Over 1 billion people in our world don't get enough food to sustain themselves. Every 6 seconds, a child dies. By going to freerice.com, you're earning rice to donate to the hungry people around the world. 100% of those profits go to those in need. A difference has already been made in the lives of thousands of people all around the world. I challenge you to go to freerice.com at least once a week. I urge you to stay on each time until you reach at least 1,000 grains of rice. Now remember, a few people with computers can end the fight against world hunger.